Um, and oxytocin. What about oxytocin?
Okay, oxytocin, it's the grooviest hormone on earth. Oxytocin is about love and trust and social intelligence and all of that. Oxytocin is this amazing hormone. Best evidence is it's about 100 million years old. And what it first evolved for was like the most basic thing that mammals were getting around to doing, which was making mothers get attached to their kids and kids attached to their mothers, which is really essential if you're going to do that mammal dependent on mom stuff. So that's been around for about 100 million years. Best evidence is about 20 million years ago. It then got, refigured and started being used as well for pair bonding. Monogamy. And it's just a tiny percentage of social mammals that are monogamous, but they make heavy use of oxytocin. And whether we are one of those species is a really interesting topic in and of itself, because we're not, but we're kind of a little bit, and we're very confused. And then, I don't know, maybe in the last 5 million years, oxytocin then got reconfigured again for things like trust and social cooperation and generosity and game theory settings and all of that. Here's the nuttiest thing we've done with oxytocin, this 100 million-year-old hormone. And in the last 20,000 years, we've reconfigured it again so that we secrete it and our dogs secrete it when we're looking into each other's eyes. Like, whoa, we're now using oxytocin for feeling attached to our ex-wolves, like 20,000 years, a blink of an eye, and now we use it for that. And you give a dog oxytocin and it looks at its human longer. Okay, so everything about oxytocin there is great. And if we could just dump oxytocin in the water supply, this would be a wonderful planet. Oxytocin promotes prosociality. It doesn't. Oxytocin promotes prosociality with people who you consider to be an us. People like me. And your pet dog who you spend more on for food each year than your Sudanese gets in a decade counts as an us. What does oxytocin do when you're encountering thems? It makes you crappier to them. It makes you more preemptively aggressive. It makes you less trustworthy. Oxytocin doesn't make you nice. It makes you nice to people who already count as a you, and it makes you awful to thems. It just takes this us-them like fracture line we have in our heads, and it just pushes it apart further. And amazing studies showing you give people oxytocin and they become more cooperative to their team members, and they become awful to the people on the other team. It is not this groovy hormone. It is this hormone that makes parochial, provinciality more dramatic. And that's not often a good thing.